shaman, a death rattle hunter, and an even more all fairly standard decks. And her odd warrior has been banned. For Yaiza, it's an interesting sort of cube death rattle um, paladin. Cube death rattle paladin, standard odd rogue, another quest odd warrior, and odd sort of elemental odd mage, which is sort of cropping. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, elemental mage. It's just a control mage, fairly standard there as well, with astromancers involved. And her paladin has been banned.
Yes. And Light's warrior has been banned.
Yeah.
And in case you didn't hear us before, because we had some sort of sound malfunction, my name is Nea, and my co-host today is Kat. Actually, co-host. That
Hi,
sounds so weird. I mean, my equal co-host. No, I won't be. Kat is
co-caster.
here, co-caster. And then we have Lights and Yaiza playing. They're both two amazing players, like we talked about when we were muted, and they have interesting lineups. So it's gonna be a really interesting game. Yeah.
Yep. So, do you have any sort of favorites of these two lineups we talked about? Do you like? Yeah, I know you who you want to win, but whose lineup do you want? Do you think has it?
I think lineup wise, I think Lights have the best lineup actually. And it's not because I love Lights, because I do, but I actually don't think the mage is as strong as the lineup that Lights have. Except for her warrior, I think that Yaisa's warrior might be better. Um,
Yeah. I'm
I
sort of
don't like the Devasty 1 mana spell.
yeah. That's an
It's a bit
interesting deck
greedy.
choice.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm looking at these, and sort of what I see is sort of Light has sort of three mid-rangey decks. I know even Shaman leans on the side of aggro,
Mm.
and Yai's has got two control decks, so the warrior and the mage. So them mid-range decks are naturally going to prey on the control decks, which is a problem.
Mm.
However, Yai's has also brought Odd Rogue. Um,
Yes.
the thing, because of mid-range decks, Odd Rogue plays a mid-range deck. So currently, Lice doesn't have a good counter for that rogue. So I think it's going to come down to whether that rogue can maybe get like a sort of good matchups and sort of clean through it, or if it's sort of the control deck's going to let her down.
Actually, I think her even shaman would probably beat the odd rogue. That's the interesting part here is that Lights has a lineup that very clearly is meant to counter Hunter. But Yaiza has no Hunter, which is really a little bit weird,
Yeah,
I would say. Since Hunter is even if you don't if you don't think Hunter is a good class, which you do because it's the best class at the moment, you kind of bring it because then it gets banned and you get to play your favorite decks.
yeah.
Oh, and they've
Perfect.
started playing. Oh,
Yep.
interesting.
So game on. I mean, guys, is Quest Warrior versus the Death Battle Hunter.
Yes, so now we're in the mulligan, and it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah. So generally speaking, like Death Battle Hunter does beat Odd Warrior quite comfortably, but the quest tech, which appears to bring Odd Warrior now, sort of just changed the dynamic quite a lot. And with the quest in play, the Warrior has a really good shot in this matchup.
Absolutely. Yaiza has a good start, and she does the perfect play to play out the sound crier before you play out the quest. That does, though, mean that she can't hero power the next turn because she has to play out the quest before she plays out her 3 mana uh, taunt Stonehill Defender. That's interesting. Let's see what happens for Lights.
Yep.
Lights has, well, she has the Rexar in hand, which makes it a good hand, but she doesn't have the most important card, I would believe.
Yeah, she's missing the egg, which is going to be quite important, I think, especially with this sort of high tempo start that Yaiza does have. I'm not sure the Rexar will come into play in this matchup. Due to the
Oh,
dynamics of the quest, it does put sort of a timer on the match, and I heard that. Oh, yes, she has picked the egg as well.
sorry, I couldn't contain
Okay,
myself.
it's okay. Sort of most important part of the game, I think, is whether you draw the egg or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they do play the egg, you're always in this weird dilemmas. Like, do you just kill the egg and give them a 3/5/5, or do you just leave it there? Unfortunately, Isaac doesn't really have the choice here.
No, and
But,
usually I would say you don't kill the egg. I think Salah had the exact same discussion with Admiral when they were playing. and they were talking like, are you an egg breaker or not an egg breaker? Because it's two different play styles if you decide to break the egg or not. You have to be in a very favorable position to break the egg because you don't know if your person has the activator. Maybe they just coin out the egg as a sort of trick. Mind games to make the other person think that, oh, I have so many activators in my
Yeah,
hand, my 3 turn is going to be amazing, and then it isn't because you don't,
yeah,
or you're just happy they break the egg.
yeah. I think there's two mindsets to whether you break the egg or not, and the first one is can you kill the 5/5? As we see, there's no sort of shield slam in Light's hand, so like you run the risk of getting that Devil's Saw cubed or something like that, which is like the worst case scenario, because then your cube becomes like a super egg. The second thing I think about is like Warrior has lots of board clears. So if you get 4 Devil's Saws, they don't really care. They can Reckless Flurry that, they can Brawl that. It's not a big deal letting that egg get popped multiple times.
Absolutely.
What now?
So this is a pretty clear turn, right? Sarah Knight, Chain Gang, nothing to think about.
How long
Yep.
can this go
But
on? How
yeah,
long
especially with his
can
hands like
this
literally the
go
only card you can
on?
play. The
Yeah.
decisions start coming to play turn 5. That's when you get your choices as Odd Warrior most of the time.
Mm.
Um,
And you must teach people this all the time because value trading is like one of the most important aspects if you're teaching people to play Hearthstone, right?
yep.
Yep.
So one little subtlety of that turn I like as well is seeing that Stonehill go into the egg.
Mm.
And this is sort of, I think this is giving a nod to that Super Collider in hand. This is going to make it so the egg is easy to pop next turn. And then you're going to have 2 Devil's Saws next to each other. So maybe that's, could you change up the placement? I don't think so. So it's just a bit of a sad placement, I think, for light side, I think, because this Super Collider is going to do some work.
Yes.
Unless, oh, actually, I guess she can't actually pop she can't pop the egg, can she, this turn? So maybe in a future turn it's going to be relevant.
Yeah. Maybe if she decides to cube it. But I
Yeah.
don't think you, in this matchup, you are very aware of that cube is the best thing you have versus putting pressure for the warrior. You want to have a big, like dinosaur, what's it called?
King Crush.
You want to have King Crush on board, then you want a Devilsaur, and then you want to put your activator on it, and then you just want to jam all that damage into the warrior's face like it's a
Yeah.
happy day. If it gets to that. But it's looking, who would you see is favored at the moment? Because it's a really, that's a hard thing to think
I like
about.
the warrior position currently, just because of how it's played out. But again, the hunter does have all the tools for the long game, so it's whether the warrior can keep the tempo up, sort of get this quest out quite fast, and sort of start controlling the board with that quest hero power.
I would agree totally. I like the hand of the warriors, but then one card in Light's hand makes this matchup a little bit easier. I think it's gonna be Lights because of the Rexar. But we don't know if she gets it. I need to check out her
That is
text
a very,
choices.
very harsh turn there. So you see lights gone basically for 50-50 there on the Super Collider. And
Yeah.
lights, sorry, guys are going 50-50. Lights actually did something interesting that we didn't pick up on, I didn't mention, was actually she traded in such a way
Oh
so that it
shit.
wasn't an easy Super Collider. She traded off her 3/3 last turn so that she couldn't get Super Collided.
Oh, Yaiza girl, she's mad now.
Yeah, so suddenly
So
this is
yeah,
turned around
it's
very huge.
looking very good for Lights. This might be, yeah. That was it happens. Like the minions don't attack in the direction you want them to attack.
Yeah, so we've seen a big punch there. She's effectively taking
What now?
8 extra damage, even more. No,
Hmm.
13 extra damage from that 50-50 she took. And she's now being punished a bit for that tempo play stage. She's lost the board because she hasn't armored up any of this game so far. She's like basically looking at no health.
Unity, precision, perfection.
So that was once again the 50-50 she took down. I guess she's sensing the dire situation she's in. She could have
Lights is pulling the plug. The life support is off. So next turn we will probably see a big minion created from our hero power, not played but created and possibly with stealth, so it can avoid shield slams, etc. But it's going to be rough for Yaiza now.
Yeah, especially on 8 health as well. She's lost any sort of leverage she has to sort of be greedy. She has to basically respect every single threat that's going to come down.
Ooh,
Oh, and that
baby.
player dead as well.
Yeah,
There's a temptation to just play Hammer the shot and sort of play dead.
exactly. Trade into it and trade 4 into the face. That's what I would do. But before that, there's a hero power going on, and that is equally important because you want to play at your best.
Yep.
Let's see here. Arthas maybe for the cool death rattle begin.
Yeah. Don't think there's any world where you don't pick Arthas there. There's two
River
sort of
crocodile
two there.
or snow penguin. Ah,
So she's gone for Arthas. Wasn't either of them. It was the third choice that I didn't look at.
the echo, the rush. Yes.
Yes.
Cool, cool.
Which again is just nice. I think when you're in the position as a hunter, you just want to get every charge and rush minion you can to max out that damage. So that's exactly what Light is doing. Using this rush to get through the board and get a 4-3 face damage in.
Yes, so yes, it's gonna be at 8 health. Such an exciting game.
So looking at this turn, it's looking to come down to the 50-50. She's going to try and super clear this cube and get like a nice brawl to go with this, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing many other options because if you leave this hammer to the shot up, you can essentially never have a top minion.
Yeah, it's a shame she don't have a shield slam or anything, so she could clear more. But
Yep.
that's what happened.
Yeah, I think that is a bit of the story of this game, is that like no shield slams means these devil souls do so much work.
Yes, absolutely.
Trying to see a different line of player where you don't just go for this 50-50 and then into the brawl. Yeah, she's gone for it. Okay, so she's should be alive at least. That's the main thing. She's got that 50-50 she wanted. The outcome this doesn't matter too much. You kind of don't want it to show. But either way, everything else is the devil's off.
Absolutely. So what's gonna happen now for Light? Pressure, pressure, pressure. Maybe a charge? No charge.
Looking for any charge, yeah. I assume she picked the Timberwolf on that first one just to get an extra 1 damage off that devil's off.
Absolutely the right play. So we've seen in the last week that Death Rattle Hunter is a threat to be reckoned with. It's been outperforming every other deck. There's actually discussion because a lot of the Hunter players, they are like, but Spell Hunter is so good because of you can like play your secrets very well and play around Death Rattle Hunter. But in general, I would say because of its viability, because how it interacts with other decks, Death Rattle Hunter is the best deck in the meta at the moment.
It's tough to say, but I agree somewhat. I think something people often miss is sort of a subtle buff to decks is if your class like Hunter gets a lot of strong archetypes, so everyone's playing Beast Hunter, Secret Hunter, whatever right now. What that means, everyone's going to mulligan for that deck. So when you do put this Death Rattle Hunter, suddenly people don't know what to do because they're like, oh, we're expecting this early game aggression, and then suddenly they don't have the removal for the eggs or the silencers or all that stuff.
Yeah, so we hope for King Crush here, right? We end the game early. Oh, it's a Grizzly. Ah.
I think it was a 1 in 3 that lethal there because she does have the Undastra as well to put out as well as the King Crush. She could have gone for the flanking strike to guarantee the 5 damage, but decided to take that chance to get lethal right there, which I fully agree with. So you guys have stabilized a little bit here. Unfortunately, unfortunately, you can't do the thing with the quest where you can obviously start using the quest to control the board and get free action because she just doesn't have the health to work with. So it's still going to be an uphill battle, I think.
Absolutely. And there's a King Crush. Oh my god, there's a King Crush. Woo. What does that mean? Maybe not that much. Still, who doesn't love King Crush? He looks so angry. Yay, this big dinosaur monster just going 8 damage to your face. It's a shame she don't have Ondasta, because then she could get King Crush on the board this turn. That would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be definitely the way to go. Like a death battle trigger on Katarina would be 100% lethal there.
Hmm.
But she's choosing just to go for this Arthas instead. I think that Arthas gets Death and Decay. That's another lethal she was looking for. Again, choosing to control the board. It doesn't seem like anything going to stop this death battle hunter going threat after threat after threat.
Absolutely. It's just minion after minion after minion.
Yep.
And since Yaiza is behind, even though the hero power costs 2 mana, it's not gonna be enough. Like, she doesn't get that stalled. Unless she... No. It's really hard to misplay at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what you actually
What
want as
now?
Yaiza here, and I'm drawing a blank basically because
Well, you would like a shield slam, so you could do both Reckless Fury and get away the... Because there's one beast left in the deck, right?
yeah, should be Undasta, should be the last beast in the deck, but as you don't know that. You're expecting this Katharina to pull something big every time.
I think you do expect there to be a beast in the deck, because most decks run kind of a lot of beasts. Previously, Katrina Winter Wisp wouldn't draw that much, but as the meta is now, there's almost always a beast. Unless you're very late. How many cards? No, it wouldn't be likely. Sadly.
This is just going to be game if that spots it. Nice muscle.
Yeah, and she has her favorite tech, the tech that gave her the second slot VSG. Lights Mossy Horror does the work for her yet again.
Good job. I think that was very well controlled, like all the way from the mid game all the way to the end there. By she knew what she was doing. She was just pushing that damage every turn, never giving guys a chance to sort of breathe that.
Exactly. You can tell by the way Light plays that she's very calm, she's very collected. She plays very stable, and that's what we've seen a lot from Lights as a player. That she is very good at being consistent. She's a consistent player. That's why I compared her to Orange before, because he is also a very consistent, calm player, and they actually have a lot of things similar to each other.
So we're going into game 2 now.
Yes, they are. It's Odd Rogue versus Death Rattle Hunter.
Yep, so I think this is going to be one of the most important matchups of the game, because it's going to see if guys can sort of keep that Odd Rogue going. If any point this Odd Rogue loses, I think this could be the series that's gone. Yep.
Yes,
so,
and that Odd Rogue is favored, so it's a hard one.
Yeah, the other choice of Yaiza being that control mage, which again just does not have a fun time versus this very mid-range Death Rattle Hunter.
None will survive.
Yaiza has the hand exactly what you want. Here you got a 1-drop, you have a Henchcan Thug. Not much more you can ask for, really.
Very good early damage and coin. So nasty. No, she has the coin for the Vile Spine in case there's big minions on the board for light side. There's a Vile Spine, but this is looking very favored for Yaiza. She's showing her Spanish fury, if you can say it.
So
gonna get
in
a
that
1-drop
case,
here.
with this coin Vile Spine hand, then do you pop the egg in this? Like, if this egg comes down this game, are you popping this egg?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Because you have a follow-up. You don't. And that's what I said before, that if you have a very strong hand already, then you can pop the egg. But that's the thing, you don't always have that, so it makes it most of the times you don't pop the egg.
So the one thing I would think about is it can be a bit of a trap in this matchup to actually use the Vile Spine like that, because it is a really good player to do it, but there is one huge minion in the hunted deck that you need that Vile Spine for, and that's the Grizzly.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I would not attack with my weapon there. I would save that up for.
yeah, I really don't like that. The,
No.
the only reason that I'd ever do that is if you're trying to really throw your opponent off and say, I don't have a hinge cancer here.
Yeah,
But
and we
that's like
see.
very next level.
Hmm. What do you think? Oh,
Who goes there?
So yeah, this lack of weapon may sort of come back to bite Yaiza a bit, I think. That 2 damage is not that important in the early game.
Hmm.
Especially when you have a hand where you can see yourself not redaggering for a while. It's like
Yeah.
Vile Spines, Tar Creepers, SHF Merchants. Not always going to redagger here.
Huh. Yeah, I guess. Well,
So I
okay.
still think this is going as smooth as can be, really. There's lots of options. You can sort of go for the dagger and deckhand, a dagger, coin, SI. Sort of clean this wolf up. Make
And
this,
get it.
yeah.
Yeah. Because as we were saying before, this is a game about board control. Whoever gets the board control early wins the game. Odd Rogue is the sort of class where you play the first 5-6 rounds very well, you win. So it's very fast and good ladder deck, but it's hard because you have good players as lights also understand it and they get an amazing upswing later.
Yep, but as I look at this hand, I'm like thinking, what is Light actually going to do? She dealt with that first thug, which is always your goal. Like, how would you deal with that first hedge hand thug? Now the second one comes down, and she has nothing coming. She has a hunter's mark, but nothing to pair with it.
She needs to use her tracking and hope for the weapon. The thing about Death Roll Hunter versus a lot of the matchups lately has been up to whether you get the Hunter's Mark, whether you get the weapon, because that's how you win versus classes like this.
Okay, so lots of private choices there. I think Deathstalker Vexa could actually be a better pick. Not in the immediate, but next turn you get that nice Hunter's Mark. Deathstalker Vexa, you can start getting back onto the board.
Absolutely. I think this matchup is going to be a lot up to turn 8, because if Lights get a good turn 8, then maybe that can save her from
Yeah.
dying and regaining. Because she has the the cube in hand, she has play dead.
I think you just play the cube this turn though. You need to put something on
You
the board.
do, yeah.
Either trade or absorb 6 damage. I think you're happy either way.
Mm. Yes, that is the correct play. But it's also sad because resources. Okay, the Hunter's Mark and the Vexar is gonna do the work next turn though. But is this gonna be enough to stabilize Lights? Nobody knows. Because now it's coming down probably a fungal. A nasty, big ass fungal.
Yeah, she's looking doing 16 damage this turn. If she chooses to play that deckhand, 14 without. Either way, there's still a lot of damage to come back from.
Yeah.
I like the holding back of deckhand here. I think that's sort of a nod to that Vile Spine saying I'm probably going to need this in the future to push through them Grizzlies. So it seems like she knows the matchup quite well.
Yeah, you know you're in a good spot when you save your wild spine, even though you have a 4/6 on the board. But then you know you're in the good
Yeah.
spot.
The downside from this is Lights does have a nice board clear here with the Hunter's Mark and the
Yes,
Vexar.
baby. Yes.
Exactly what
Actually,
you want.
yeah, she can actually clear the 5/5 too. Oof. And if she gets a good Katrina, it's gonna be a turnaround, baby. Maybe. Oh, exciting.
Yeah. On the one hand, obviously she has the Katrina. On the other hand, she's drawn the Grizzly, so it's not quite as good.
Yes.
I think what I'd like to see here is you play the Grizzly this turn, and then you can go the Katharina and play dead the next turn. So almost guaranteeing you get that second Grizzly.
Oh, that's an interesting play. I think I would just spam out the Katrina to be safe. Um,
Light agrees, I think.
Lights agrees.
Try with it.
Must be the Swedish mindset. We're linked.
Well, she is rewarded here. She does now get the Grizzly as
Ah,
well.
yeah, baby. Sorry, got a little bit excited there.
again, Yaiza knowing her stuff, that Vile Spine has been waiting there this whole game for this one situation.
Exactly. Here comes the damage phase.
So
But I
she
think
deals
it's
with this
gonna
one quite
trade.
easily.
Yeah, exactly. But is it a good trade? Yeah, it is such a dead.
The question is, how do you deal with the second Grizzly?
Well, maybe she get a King Crush. That's even worse. She's gonna get both probably. Grizzly
Yep,
and a King
she has
Crush.
2 Death Vial triggers. Exactly what you want. So I think this is like again, she's seen them 2 Death Vial triggers and she's saying, "Where's my lethal?" She's 1 damage off right now.
Mhm.
She's very on point with that. She spots the Emerald Reaver right there. That's exactly what she wants. And the charge as well to go with it. Interesting, she didn't actually spot that Emerald Reaver, which would have been the guaranteed choice there.
Hmm.
Curious if she goes as play dead first. I think she might be in the mindset of let's not die, and she's not sort of looking like, can I win the game this time?
Maybe not.
Yeah, she's got a Death Battle.
Mm,
She's gonna feel really bad if this pulls the King Crush.
yeah.
Actually, I've just realised that I'm actually completely crazy. On turn 1, she actually discarded King Crush. So
I did not.
now
But
I just
no, you're not crazy. You're just getting
yeah,
swiped into my craziness then, because I thought that too.
yeah. So
So
I take everything back. This is the
yeah,
completely correct line to play because you're sort of guaranteed this Grizzly here, and there's
yes,
no way of getting lethal. Not like it matters too much either way. I think controlling the board is just fine.
absolutely.
So I think with this Death Battle Hunter taking the win, I think this may be a very quick series now. This odd, as we said at the beginning, this odd rogue was needed to sort of, I think, carry through things.
Yeah, and it looks like we might not have the longest stream here because it might be a swipe for lights. Yikes. Death Travel Hunter showing its unmercifulness yet
Yeah,
again.
I said let's not call it too soon. I think this control mage is coming up.
I
Jaina
would
on
say
9.
that's favored for
Yeah,
Death Travel Hunter actually.
it's definitely very favoured, but I think Jaina on 9 is pretty strong. I'd
Absolutely.
never ever count that out. This mage can do some weird things depending how things goes.
And that's the thing it's gonna be the Death Knights versus Death Knights. Blizzard did some work when they created those cards because they are so overpowered.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be Jaina versus Rexar, and from my
it's
perspective, it's looking very, very good.
yeah. I like what I'm seeing from Yaiza as well, keeping that Skulking Christ. If you can take down them play Des before they can be used on like cubes and stuff,
Mm.
you can be in such a good position. Like only having 2 Death Battle triggers with the whatever they call it, the 3 mana things. I think certainly hurts the hunter quite a bit.
Well, she has coin, and she has the Devil's Hour egg, and she has the activator for the Devil's Hour. And she did not draw removal. Oh,
But actually, that polymorph I think is
that's so sad for Yaiza. Oh, but I'm so happy for Lights.
why is it sad for Yaiza? Sorry, I think I like that polymorph draw there.
You like the polymorph? I would like removal because it's going to be a big board in a couple of turns with Terror Scale Stalker.
You can't make a big board if your board
Oh
can
yeah,
be.
she pops the egg. That's. Do you think she will pop the egg?
Well, she
Hmm.
can't do it this turn, but with only 1 Death Battle trigger, she triggers the egg, you polymorph it, and that's sort of the end of the aggression, as we see it at least.
From her perspective, yes, but I don't think she pops the egg.
No, you
Does
don't
she?
pop the egg. The egg's getting triggered next turn, and then as the egg gets triggered, you just polymorph the Devil Sword that comes out.
But if she got like a big removal spell, like the 5 mana thing that could clear up a board, she could use her minions to trade into the egg and then clear the board fully. That must have been
Yeah.
better than getting a polymorph, to be honest.
Oh, definitely, very true.
Hmm.
it's a dice roll because I think obviously dragons choose what you want, but anything more than that, like the blizzard, the flame strike, are a bit too slow
Hmm.
right now. That's just a question here of like how threatened does Yaiza feel? Do you want to polymorph, being that's all you can do, or do you maybe want to hold back a bit and sort of set up some nice board clears?
What to do? What to do?
Yep.
So I see she's thinking about popping this egg. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think she's tilting at the moment because the other games didn't go her way. She had a bit of an unlucky warrior game, and now she's looking at what looks like an easy win from Light's perspective.
Okay, I like this player much more now. She's
Yes, this is a
stopped the damage.
okay play, but I mean there wasn't that much more she could do.
So it seems like she wants to save this polymorph, probably more for a cube. Like if this Devil's Saw gets cubed at some point, then in a much nicer spot.
Hmm.
Have a look at this board. That mossy horror is starting to look a little bit nice.
Hmm.
Once these two eggs come down. So this is looking like a very, very sad turn.
Yeah, it's looking sad.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's actually in an awkward spot now because that choosing to attack the egg on turn 2 or 3 is now sort of making this blizzard look much less nice.
Hmm.
The board is a bit too strong for you to want to use the Geist here. I think the Geist is very, very risky.
Yeah.
So I think this sort of inconsistent line of play from Yaiza is starting to hurt her a little bit.
Well, it is an important match. I would like to add one of these players move up to a 4-1, I believe. So that's going to be the fifth place in the competition, and top 8 goes through to playoffs. So it's a very important match. Jaisa could still come back and get top 8 if she wins the rest of the games, but it's an important match because it's so much easier for Lights to win this one, and then maybe
Yeah,
win one, and then she can lose later and still get top 8. So it's an important match. It feels really good to win this one, to be honest.
yeah. A lot of people who actually get 5 wins will actually go through to the playoffs even. So getting this sort of 1 win away situation is like very comfortable. It's almost guaranteed because you then sort of have 4 games to win one more later on.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a good tiebreaker too, because the more consecutive wins you get, the better it is, right? Well, that doesn't count in.
It's based on your opponents. So the better your opponents do, but obviously the later you lose, the better your opponents have played anyway. So
Hmm.
generally speaking, like losing later is better for your Swiss tiebreaker.
Hmm.
So it seems like Light to sort of slowed down a bit and sort of committed to this Rexar game plan, which I can totally respect with her hand. She's like not had that brute aggression she's had the previous game. She's not got the cubes, and there's no Katharina either to fall back on. So
Yeah,
this might go long.
I think Lights feels safe. She's probably planning her vacation right now. Do the value trade into the 5/5. Right, yeah. And you have the board. But you do want a big minion in your hand for the 9 turns, for the Ondasta turn, so you can just spam that out there. Preferably something huge with shards, so you can just end the game. That
Yeah.
would be nice.
So go for double 5 mana minions with your next Builder Beast maybe.
Hmm. The good thing here is that even if Yaiza uses her spells, there's still gonna be a lot of eggs popping off as soon as she does that.
Yeah, this is like a mage nightmare because you just can't play any spells right now because the board's going to be bigger after the spells than before.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's not even close to playing that Gen Light either. the idea is she's found a way to play the spells down, get a bit of healing off. And this is just going to soften the bottom nicely for a future Flame Strike.
Absolutely, yeah. Maybe she could. You don't use Mossy Horror because you like the thing that you have Death Trell in.
Yeah, you definitely need to keep them death spells up. I think,
You do want to remove the one to give armor.
yep, there's a nice flanking strike for that.
Yep. Then you can't play the sun. Sad. But she's gonna get it out next turn with Ondasta either way if she does an overkill. So I guess.
Yep. At this point, do you just save Undasta for removal instead? I mean, I don't think there's any urgency to sort of kill stuff.
She's gonna use the Mossy
Oh, she's
Horror.
gone for the
Probably
okay.
because it's her favorite card. She's loved that card even since Odd Paladin was born. Not sure. Maybe. When we're looking Yaiza's hand.
I think this is fine.
Mm,
Even
it
if your
is,
board gets
yeah.
completely cleared, you have so much stuff as the hunter.
Mm.
And one benefit out there is the sooner these removals are played, the sooner you can stop worrying about them. If they're in the hand, you have to play around them every turn.
Okay. So Dasta coming down probably? Or not?
Mm,
Wait, that one doesn't have charge, so she
yeah.
might want to like get a bigger minion out for that one.
Yeah, I'm looking at that hammer position, and that's looking a bit nice this turn. Or maybe it's just zombies. It's no urgency whatsoever to play that Undasta. I think Light is very committed to the long game here.
Yes. Sure looks like it.
Yeah, and I think with North or Stitch Gin Insight might be a very good choice.
Hmm.
So yeah, she seems to be in an awkward situation here. A bit of you'd love to get that vicious sledging down. There's sort of no way to sort of deal with the board and play it this turn.
Yeah, you want to go back in time and get a bigger minion so you could have played your Ondasta that turn. That would have been the play. But unfortunately, time travel is not available at the moment, and she has to do that instead.
Yep, hindsight is 2020, as they say.
Absolutely.
So she's eyeing up that Helmets to Shaw this turn. I think that Helmets to Shaw plus that Spider Bomb looks quite nice. Maybe the
And now the poisonous comes well in hand because you can just attack with it into it and get 6 damage to face if you want.
Yep. Looking like she might trade into the use here.
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Full control. This is to illustrate how good Hunter is. With these aggressive decks that are sort of like rushing down like warriors, they can also just play this long control game and just
I
win
think
like
we've
that as well.
cracked Light's code at the moment because I understand how she plays now.
So what are you even looking to do here as Lights? Like, how are you winning this game? Because I'm looking at this as like, what do you do? I think with no Jaina and Rexar looming, you just try and like get a big Dragon Call Alna as soon as you can. You just play Cindergosa, hope something good.
I would actually play Cindergosa. That's what I would do. You get an 8/8 on board, and you get the small thingies that might give something that can save her.
Yeah, I think that's what Yaiza's looking towards.
Nope. She's gonna spam out Meteor,
Okay.
which is also a very, very nice play, I think.
Yeah, so this is leaning more towards that Dragon Call Alna strategy, I think. Let's not use our spells efficiently, but let's do good enough with them, and then get that big burst turn later on.
This turn there's gotta be an Ondasta, right? Because you get such a large minion on the board that you probably can't clear because you just used the meteor. That's what I'm thinking. But she used hero power in Cell, so she's gonna optimize it. Like Lights I'm starting to get into the lights mode, the more slower, weaken my enemy with time sort of
Yeah,
way. I would go faster because I'm aggressive. Oh, fuck, I can't use fuck.
that's okay. So I think she's actually gone for them vicious fledglings, but actually be faster damage than Undasta potentially.
Hmm. Yeah, so
Just two of them to choose from. If there's any real preference here, I guess playing the small one is going to bit more removal because it's such a must remove minion, whereas the bigger one's more likely to stick. So it depends what she's feeling here. I think Yaiza is actually quite happy with this.
I think so too. There's only one big minion on hand, and she got get extra armor. Could she turn this around? I'm so nervous because if she turns it around, she will have a mental high ground, the mental high ground, because I think this
Yeah,
shouldn't have gone this way. It should have been a clear win for Lights, and now it's looking like there might be the slightest, the tiniest little chance of a comeback for Yaiza. Incredible.
this this game is definitely still in there. I like this flame
Ah,
strike. I love this flame strike.
okay.
So what this is doing? This is like a nice 3-turn setup she's going for because next turn you have Polymorphous Blizzard will kill just about anything, no matter what your opponent does. And you have the Dragon Call Alna going to come down to summon 5 dragons with it.
But that was a lot of board clear value she just lost. If Giant Lights decided to go wide, there would have been like in future turns. I think that was right, but I don't know. You think it
I,
was the correct play? I think
I love it.
so.
I love it. I think both players have sort of decided on a strategy and then sticking to it. So Lighter's committing this like this really
Mm.
this high value strategy, and Yai's about Janus. She's saying, "I'm going to kill you with Alana." So I think whatever is coming down is probably getting Polymorph and Blizzard. Unless she feels she can go another turn up playing the Blizzard. That's the only sort of question, I think.
Here's the thing though, you know, as a player versus someone who just played Flame Strike, you know that the Flame Strike is gone. So you're gonna slow down your tempo a little bit. I don't know. Ooh,
I think trading a Flame Strike for 5/5 seems pretty good to me on subject to
yeah.
temper. I think
And
this is
maybe
might be
this
our
is
Undasta
why,
turn.
yeah, this is why she probably played a Flame Strike for an extra 5/5 dragon. Because that was within her mind when she made that play. And she's gonna get a bit punished from Lights, I think. Maybe not.
Well, she can certainly deal with some of them. The spider bombs plus the activators, the cubes, I think are both good.
Mm.
As it's just zombie she just created as well. So she can deal with some of it. It's a case of can guys use this blizzard to leverage, like to stall enough to actually get the damage in to win the game. I think if these dragons die, I think the game is effectively over, and I think both players kind of know that. No, I didn't think of that. I like this as well with the corpse widow letting the spirals crunch cheaper. So now Blizzard isn't even an option. Like, look how perfect this Blizzard is, and you're going to start killing your own stuff with it. On the
Yeah,
other hand,
yeah, I haven't seen a better Blizzard in my life, and it's not been a long life. Or I'm just kidding, it's been a long life.
I think I want to say the Soul is better than that Blizzard.
Oh, and she
Look
does
at Al.
the play. She plays the minions so that her death throw probably don't activate on the biggest. Can she turn this around? Is that a possibility? She gets space damage in, and then she has an 8/8 dealing. No, no, she has to use her hero power 4 times before she could use that. But that's a lot of damage that could go face to bites. So what was earlier a pretty made up game is looking stressful.
Yeah. So what do you pick here as Yaiza? I'm looking at these like the explosive rooms and
Yeah,
with the cube. Do you counterspell? They don't have many secrets. Or do you frozen clone? And you don't really
Oh,
want their minions anyway.
oh, she didn't use the lizard. Oh, I thought that was why she played a small minion.
Yeah. So she's effectively saved the blizzard at this point. I think with that
Yeah,
second Alna, she's got a new lease on life now. She can sort of do this push it again. She
she still
basically gets a
pushed a
really
lot of damage face there.
I mean, with explosive runes, I mean, it clicking the board does deny that cube. Might have been her reasoning. You can't just cube it and say you duplicate a minion. So she's well poised to sort of start pushing damage once again. So I'm all in favour of Yaiza's spot this game, I think.
Yeah, I think there's a possibility for yet another turnaround. If Lights get a good hero power in, she plays the zombie beast. Because you play the zombie beast, then you'd make a huge ass monster that you can get synchronized with your Ondasta. So you can gain control and you horror something that has stealth. Yes, there is the stealth. Go stealth. Because then you can, if she uses her blizzard. But it's not a big minion though. It's quite mediocre.
Yeah, but is that enough first? Like 4 dragons on the board.
Nope.
She you can kill 2, but I think it's a bit little, bit late. Too little, too late. That's fine.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I thought she was gonna play out the zombie beast and have a huge minion in hand, but she could have. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. This is GGVB from Yaiza. This is very well played from her. She just shows that she knows her mage deck, and if I was playing versus her, I might even ban her mage deck because she's such an good player with this one. You're not supposed to win this matchup. It's supposed to go the easy way for the death roll hunter.
Oh my god. Do you see what I just saw?
Yes.
She could go for the bloat bat plus the poison here.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there is the polymorph ready for this. Yaiza does have the answers, but
And it doesn't have stealth. But if she plays it next turn, she could use the terror scale activator. But it's not going to be enough because then it's lethal. Oh, so sad. Well,
yeah, you have to trigger your bomb this turn.
yeah, and you have to say that this was very,
I
very
like the
well
cube
played
here.
from
Cube is
Yaiza.
a much better choice.
I'm impressed. I don't think I could have played it as well as Yaiza's played this one.
I think this is probably just going to be a polymorph. Perfect answer. And you still have the second polymorph ready. But you're very right about this turnaround. I think this block bat might turn the game on its head a little bit again.
Yeah.
Not quite enough damage on board for Ragnaros. Damage to the hero power for Ragnaros.
So let's see here. Deck list. What does Yaiza have left? She doesn't have a warrior.
You mean lights?
Lights. Sorry.
Even Shaman, even Moloch, I think she has left.
And those are both actually in favor of the mage. Scary. I think the one she has the biggest hope of winning with is even Warlock. If you get out a really big.
Yeah, if the mage can't deal with your giant, it's like one effect on uncheck and just win you the game.
Yes. And actually, yeah.
The mage is great at dealing with wide boards, but it can only kill so many big threats. It's got like 2 polymorphs, 2 meteors, and after that, it can't do too much to stop things. So I think this Undast is finally coming down.
Yes, finally! Undasta is my favorite card. I used it in both my warrior and my death roll hunter. That's pretty standard, I guess, but I just love it. It's such a fun card to play.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Exactly what you want here.
And her minion that was supposed to bring greatness to the family will die and bring devastation upon the family. But is this the correct play? Yeah, it is.
I think it's 100% the play. You just want to Frost Nova, get the Doomsayer off. Um, with the hero power this turn, it actually sets up the Ragnaros for next turn as well.
Miles away.
Actually, like line
Yes,
up perfectly.
but her own minion will die too because the death trap will proc her.
No, you hero power. Oh yeah,
Yeah, so you
it doesn't really matter though, does it? I
uh,
don't think
no.
because if you let it live and the Doomsayer dies, then I
Mm.
suppose that there's the potential for them to like death rattle trigger or cube the poison, and then your Doomsayer dies.
Oh shit.
So we've just been informed that Zola is not actually in guys' deck list. Um, and
That
don't know
happens
how
to
this is
me
going
a
to go down.
lot, and it was definitely a mistake from Yaiza's part.
Yeah,
You play for a week, and then you have this game set up in the end of the week, and during that time, you often change your deck list. So
yeah,
this match is not gonna count, and it's probably looking at a win for Lights.
yeah.
So you get a default win.
I think most of the time when these accidents happen, it's very inconsequential. And I think in a family tournament, they should let things go. But I think that's Zola that literally won the game.
Yes,
So we're waiting on an admin decision right now. But I think that might. I don't think that can probably be
we might be
a lot
looking at
worse.
a rematch, but we might also get a death win.
Yeah, I think
Sadly,
that's probably more likely. But let's wait to hear back. This
yeah.
game is not over yet. I mean, Lights can still win, and none of this matters anyway.
But knowing that for Yaisa's part, that would change her mental state a bit, which people don't think about it. But a huge part of Hearthstone is actually about mental capacity, how strong you are with regard of your own with your self confidence. So a thing like this, definitely affects the game. That know that you have to put a card in, and you might even if you would win, you might not win. That changes.
Yeah, definitely.
That changes your mentality. But it's looking like it's funny because maybe the moment Lights realized she had the win,
Yeah, I think
got a
Lights is
comeback.
a little bit shaken now as well after realizing that because Sheffield could have played that turn a little bit better, trading the wolves into Ragnaros and then the Undasta into the Gen line. But
It's such an easy mistake to make. I mean,
yeah, yeah, I
one
don't
card
think
in
you
a
can
deck,
hang around.
and if you change something, oh,
No, then we get one of the most fun legendaries from Cindergross as well. It's a card you never see play, but it just makes things so fun to
yeah.
suddenly all them flame strikes that she wasted. Mana Quest brings well back.
So much drama, so little time.
Yeah, not
So
much
how
we can
did,
do.
by the way, like Katrina, how did your games go? What did you play this week?
What did I play this week? That's a good question. I brought Aggro Rogue with used the pirates and stuff. It's quite an interesting deck that
Oh, I love that one.
sort of
Yeah.
played for 2 days. Topsy Turvy Priest, which I finally got to play in the tournament, and then I lost with it.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was afraid of that when I looked at your deck list and I thought, shit, she brings. Oh, sorry again. Whoopsie, she brings topsy turvy. That's a scary deck to play against. At least
Yeah.
if you're a control player.
Then there was Even Shaman and something else. My hunter got banned, so it was just the Even Shaman as well. And basically, I got destroyed by Even Monarch, as you do. So yeah, we've sort of lost track of the game a bit here.
Yeah, so we just got the information from Sweet Elo that actually Lights is going to win the game, which means that Lights goes up to 4-1, taking the spot of what does she get? She got fourth place, I think, in the current. Yaiza moves down to 3-2, which isn't the best spot to be in, but it's you can still make it to the top 8 with
Time
it.
melts away.
Let's
Oh,
hope that
definitely, yeah.
Yaiza checks her decks next week.
I think she should be fine. It's a bit sad to see such an amazing game end in this way, but unfortunately, rules are rules as well. And
It's really sad.
yeah,
That's
I
just
think with how influential Zola was in the game, I don't think like anyone can argue with the decision.
But the good thing with streams is that we saw Yaisa lose, but we saw her lose in such a way that we know she's a good player. We know she can make a comeback. It's going to be interesting to watch her career and follow her do amazing things in the future.
Yeah,
As the same for Lights.
such a well played game, especially this last one.
Absolutely. I'm impressed. Definitely. And I think Lights played perfectly the two first matches too, to be honest. She played really, really well. But I know she's a good player, so I'm not that impressed because she got top 2 in VSG and she's amazing. Oh,
Yeah. Um,
so we're gonna end the stream, or
I'm not sure what's going on now. I know it's obviously we know Light's got the win, but they are still playing the game, so I don't know if they're still showing that.
Precision. Perfection.
We do also actually have some games being played later today as well. There's going to be another stream in about an hour and 45 minutes
oh,
from the North American server, the North American backup between
oh,
T and Slissa.
very cool. I
Yeah,
will be watching that. Yep.
yeah, bit of a bonus match. So
Hmm,
hopefully we can see some nice high level play from that one coming up as well. So you know, after this match, go get a drink, have some food, have some tea, and then come back for some more.
absolutely. Maybe some cookies even, if your diet can allow it. And these
Always
things,
cookies.
always cookies. So yeah, thanks for giving me the spot to stream. I'm really happy about that. And I've had such a fun time casting with you, Kat.
Yep, you too. It's been a pleasure as always. I
Aw,
guess we're just sort of done with this game. I have no idea. I'm just waiting to hear back from production to see where we're at.
aw.
Can we close this out? Are we still showing the game? Yep. Okay. Yeah. We've sorted out
Okay,
closing stuff.
so thank you for today and see
Yep.
you
Thank
guys.
you so much. Yep. See you guys in an hour and 45 minutes.